If you've seen Gilmore Girls or any episode of Gilmore Girls, then you know the rich and powerful matriarch that is Emily Gilmore. Well, in addition to all of her accomplishments, the actress has now written a memoir about her life. It came out last year and it already won 2024 Best Memoir of the Year on Goodreads. And just being a huge Gilmore Girl fan myself, I really wanted to read it. So immediately I read it. The book I'm talking about is The Third Gilmore Girl by Kelly Bishop. This is a memoir. It is her first memoir. And honestly, I hope it's her first of many because I just find her life to be so interesting and intriguing. And I really want to learn more about her, about who she is, honestly. Aside from Gilmore Girls, she's done all sorts of things. She was a chorus girl. She was in Broadway. She's done all sorts of TV shows and movies. I listened to the audiobook version of this, and yes, she narrates it, and it is so good. The only way I can think to describe how I felt while listening to this book is that it honestly felt like such a privilege to be able to get like a further insight and deep into the mind of Kelly Bishop and learn about the kind of person and who she is and how she came to be who she is. The book mainly explores her long career in the entertainment industry. She started as a ballet dancer. She went on to Broadway. She had iconic roles in film and TV shows. One major theme that stuck out to me during the course of just listening to this book is her resilience and her ability to just kind of move past things. She had quite a few life challenges, just as many people do, especially when you're looking at celebrity memoirs, but she just always had this eternal obvious throughout the entire book. Breakout role in acting was certainly Gilmore Girls, but she just had such a full life before that. After reading this book, you will learn that Kelly Bishop is not just Emily Gilmore. Actually, the majority of the book is not even about Gilmore Girls. Really deep dive into her life and learn that she's a force of nature. She really is. Her writing style is so warm and conversational. It really feels like just a personal conversation, to be honest. And listening to this on audiobook and hearing Emily Gilmore's like deep, raspy, husky voice, it really just feels like you're in the room with Emily Gilmore and she's just chatting. And I loved it. I loved every second of it. She's also really honest and very reflective throughout the entire memoir. She shows a lot of vulnerability. And besides all of that, she made me laugh a lot. She is so witty. She was honestly so fitting to play Emily Gilmore because she was just so funny and witty and clever. And her observations about her life and the people in it were so entertaining to hear about. I loved every second of it. Honestly, fully amazing. You get to see how driven and disciplined Kelly Bishop is throughout her career. She faces a lot of challenges, specifically in her career. She faces a lot of personal challenges as well, but in her career, she faces these difficulties that I think a lot of people would just have given up in pursuing a career in the entertainment industry, but she's very much a goal-oriented person. She sees things through, and it showed through a lot of the anecdotes that she told. She has this amazing confidence, and she's so sure of herself. Even in childhood, she like knows what she wants, and she's determined to get it. She's so inspirational, I guess, in that sense. It just makes me want to write out my goals and just be like, okay, they're gonna happen for me. The way that she speaks, it's never like a can I do this? It's always when I do this. So when I get this role, when I get this gig, she just knows that she's gonna get it, and she just is like, all right, like this is gonna happen for me, so like let me just go ahead and do it. And I just find that so inspirational. There are a lot of goals in my life where I've been afraid to pursue things or do things because I'm not sure if they're gonna happen. But if you approach life in a way of these good things are going to happen for me, then I guess it's a form of manifesting. Just being so sure that these things will happen for you. It really was very enlightening for me. Her mother is a significant character throughout this book, not necessarily in her day-to-day, but she does mention her mom a lot and her relationship with her. And I felt that was really touching. It was very clear that her mom was a cheerleader for her and really helped her to gather and maintain that confidence that she has. She also discusses a lot of her relationships with her mentors or fellow performers memoirs, and she gives us a lot of like the good, the bad, and the ugly on each of those, which is really fun. It wouldn't be a memoir without her personal life sprinkled in, and we do get a lot of insight to her relationships, her partners that she's chosen at different stages of her life. Those are really interesting to me. I liked seeing how she approached relationships, and it felt to me that she approached them a lot very differently than the way that she handled her career. Overall, this book connected with me in a way that I never thought it would. Kelly just had such a way of speaking about her life, and her optimisms and her general coolness just showed through her writing, for sure. I loved her vulnerability, the stories that she chooses to tell, and getting to see this person behind Emily Gilmore. I also loved getting to hear about the behind the scenes of the ballet world, the theater world, the film and television world. It was very exciting for me. It actually made me kind of half want to be an actress, even though I have no desire for acting whatsoever, but that's how fun she made it seem. That's how exciting this life that she was living, constantly pursuing shows and roles and all of these things. She just made it sound so different than just a normal corporate 9-to-5 type world. People who might be interested in this book, I would say, are obviously people who are fans of the Gilmore Girls TV show. There were definitely a lot of anecdotes during her course of filming Gilmore Girls, as well as A Year in the Life. Alternatively, if you're a fan of Kelly Bishop's other work, so she was in the Broadway show A Chorus Line, she was also in Dirty Dancing. So if you love her work in general, she discusses all of that in the book. A third group of people who might be interested in this is anyone who is fascinated by the world of theater, dance, film, television. If that describes you, then you might find this book very insightful because it offers a firsthand account of the benefits and the challenges of that world in general. I would definitely rate this book as a 5-star read for me. It was compelling. It was profound. The storytelling, the vulnerability, the authenticity of this book just made it a 5-star no-brainer for me. Okay, I think that's going to be it for today's video. I hope that you've enjoyed my spoiler-free book review of The Third Gilmore Girl by Kelly Bishop. Alternatively, if you have already read this book and you want a in-depth analysis of the book, or you just like to spoil things for yourself, I will be posting a spoiler book review of The Third Gilmore Girl later this week, so keep an eye out for that. If you're new here, welcome, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a video from me. And that's it for today. See you in the next video. Bye, everyone.